Good morning. Did you check the homework with teacher Miguel about these exercises? Yes or no? Okay. Now that you finished checking the homework, you're gonna have test next week, only on Unit 10 about present perfect. ¿Está claro? Okay. Unit 11. Adjective to describe places. People, what is an adjective? What is an adjective? An adjective describes. An adjective describes. So when you talk about adjectives, usually you describe a person, an object. For example, describe the wall. The wall is green. Repeat. Okay, describe the computer. The computer is great, the computer is nice, the computer is cheap, the computer is expensive, right? So we have adjectives that describe places. In this case, we have in column A, adjectives that are positive. Got it? And in column B, adjectives that are negative. They express negative meaning. Okay. Repeat, beautiful. 5 times, beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna give you definitions. This is gonna be vocabulary, people. Ready? What is beautiful? What happens when something is beautiful? Pretty? Okay, definition. Something pleasant to see. Something pleasant to see. Okay, what is the opposite? Huh? Ugly, 5 times, ugly. Okay, okay. So what is ugly? What is ugly? Okay, not pretty, but not beautiful. But what is ugly? Uh-huh. Something unpleasant, con U. Unpleasant. Something unpleasant to see. Bueno, bueno. You got it? Okay, something unpleasant, unpleasant, con U, unpleasant to see. Okay. Next, cheap. What happens when something is cheap? Yeah, when you give definitions, when you give definitions, you can think of the opposite. For example, when something is cheap, it's because it's not expensive. Yeah. But what is the definition of cheap? What happens when something is cheap? You understand or not? What happens when something is cheap? No? Rapidly, because we have to work. No? Ah, okay. Doesn't cost. Good. Cost a little money. Cost a little money. Cost a little money. So what is the opposite of cheap? Expensive. What happens when something is expensive? No much, no, because it's affirmative. Cost a lot of money. Cost a lot of money. When something is expensive, it costs a lot of money. Next, clean. No? Clean is not dirty. No sucio. Dirty es sucio. Not clean, not dirty. Not dirty, dirty, dirty. Look up dirty, busquen dirty. How do you spell dirty? D D I R T Y. Dirty, not dirty. So what is the opposite of clean here? Polluted. 5 times polluted. Okay, polluted is contaminated or not clean. Contaminated. Okay. What is the translation for polluted? Contaminated. What is the translation? Contaminado. Polluted es contaminado. Next. Interesting. What is interesting? Something you want to see. No? Interesting? Catching your attention. Catching your attention. Interesting. Catching your attention. What is the opposite? Boring. What is the opposite? Boring. Okay, boring. What is boring? Not catching your attention. Not catching your attention. Boring. Quiet. quiet, without noise, without noise. What is the translation of quiet in Spanish? ¿Ah? Callado o silencioso. Yeah. For example, I don't know if you noticed, but the school today is quiet. Got it? Why? Because the students from the university didn't come today. They have an anniversary and they have a race. They were running today. So the building, today the building is quiet. Okay? Okay. Next. What is the opposite of quiet? Noisy. What is noisy? With a lot of noise. With a lot of noise. Relaxing. Without stress. Without stress. What is the opposite? Stressful. What is stressful? With a lot of stress. With a lot of stress. Next, safe. Safe. Not. Okay. I have to give you the opposite because when something is safe, it's because it's okay. Without danger. Without danger. Without danger. And what is the opposite? Dangerous. And what is dangerous? With a lot of danger. Danger, what is danger in Spanish? Peligro, danger. ¿Y dangerous? Peligroso. Okay. Next. Spacious. Spacious. With a lot of space. With a lot of space. What is the opposite? Crowded. 5 times, crowded. 5 times, crowded. Okay, crowded, pay attention. Crowded is when in a place there is a lot of people. Yeah? A lot of people in a place. Crowded. A lot of people in a place. This is the definition. A lot of people in a place. What is the translation of crowded? A lot of people in a place. Aglomerado o abarrotado de personas. Aglomerado o abarrotado de personas. Yes? Okay. Let's repeat 3 times. Beautiful. Cheap. Clean. Interesting. Quiet. Relaxing. Safe. Boring. Crowded. Dangerous. Expensive. Noisy. Polluted. Stressful. Ugly. Okay. I want you to Hey, I want you to describe San Marcos. Yeah? Describe San Marcos with 2 positive adjectives and 2 negative adjectives. Got it? Yes? Okay, I give you a minute to write down your sentence. I would like, pay attention, I would like 5 classmates to give me your answer. Who wants to participate? You?
San Marcos is in San Marcos is interesting, but it's polluted. San Marcos is interesting, but it's polluted.
Polluted. Polluted. Good. Anybody else?
San Marcos is cheap in some parts and spaces, but is dangerous in some parts and crowded for the traffic.
Okay, in some areas, parts, no areas, but parts. Good. I like when you speak.
San Marcos is beautiful, interesting, but is dangerous and noisy.
Dangerous and noisy? I don't think it's dangerous. Ahí te va a enseñar algo, ¿no? Okay.
San Marcos is beautiful and interesting, but in another case is noisy and polluted.
Noisy and polluted. Nobody else? Nobody participates over there. Never. Nobody else? No?
San Marcos have a delicious food and it's so cheap.
And it's cheap. Good. If you ask me, San Marcos is beautiful. It's quiet, but sometimes it's boring. Yeah? It's not dangerous. You don't know what dangerous is. Dangerous if you travel to Guatemala, maybe, but not here. Okay. Dictation. Dictation. Ready?
Unit 11. It's a really nice city. Page 72. Exercise 2. Conversation. It looks so relaxing. Part A.
This is the title. It looks so relaxing.
Listen and practice.
That photo is really cool. Where is that?
That's a beach near my house in Punta Cana. In the Dominican Republic.
It looks so relaxing. I've heard the area is really beautiful.
Yeah, it is. The weather is great. And there are some fantastic beaches. The water is really clear, too.
Is it expensive there?
Well, it's not cheap. But prices for tourists can be pretty reasonable.
Hmm. And how far is it from Santo Domingo?
It's not too far from the capital. About 200 kilometers. A little over 120 miles.
It sounds very interesting. I should plan a trip there sometime.
Okay, open your books now. Repeat.
Unit 11. It's a really nice city. Page 72. Exercise 2. Conversation. It looks so relaxing.
Repeat loud.
Part A. Listen and practice.
That photo is really cool. Where is that?
That's a beach near my house in Punta Cana, in the Dominican Republic.
It looks so relaxing. I've heard the area is really beautiful.
Yeah, it is. The weather is great. And there are some fantastic beaches. The water is really clear, too.
Is it expensive there?
Well, it's not cheap. But prices for tourists can be pretty reasonable.
Hmm. And how far is it from Santo Domingo?
It's not too far from the capital. About 200 kilometers. A little over 120 miles.
It sounds very interesting. I should plan a trip there sometime.
Okay, you have your break. Time. Okay, pay attention, please. We're gonna work with adverbs, repeat adverbs. Okay, first, shh. What is an adjective? Huh? An adjective describes. Yes? What is an adverb? Adverb, no verb, adverb. No? Okay. What is an adjective? People, what is an adjective? Okay, imagine that this is the adjective. Yes? The adjective describes a person or a place or something. You got it? Do you understand? Okay, an adverb describes the adjective. You understand? An adverb describes the adjective. I hope you understand. Okay, when we talk about adverbs modify the adjective. You learn this on beginners. For example, repeat, I'm tall. Repeat, I'm tall. Translate. Okay, if you ask me, pay attention. If you ask me, am I tall? Tall, pay attention. Tall is this. I'm a little tall. It's the same sentence. A little tall. Tall, very tall. Really tall. It's the same sentence. I am tall, but when you use an adverb, you modify the adjective. You understand? Repeat, expensive. Loud, expensive. A little expensive. Very expensive. Really expensive. Got it? Heavy. Repeat, heavy. A little heavy. Very heavy. Really heavy. You got it? So an adverb modifies the adjective. Repeat, Canada is really nice. Espérenme, voy a componer esa cañonera. No me gusta. Sigamos. Ok, repeat, Canada is nice. ¿No qué dice ahí? No, no, ni se lee. Punta Cana. Ah, ya sé qué es lo que pasa. Fuerte, Punta Cana is really nice. Loud, Punta Cana is really nice. Translate. Ahí está mejor, ¿ve? Fuerte, Punta Cana is really nice. Punta Cana es, no, se me quedan afuera. Punta Cana es, ¿qué? ¿Ah? Punta Cana es realmente bonita. Quiten el really. Loud. Punta Cana is nice. Okay. Punta Cana es bonita. But when you say Punta Cana is really nice, you are changing the adjective. Están cambiando el adjetivo. Next, it's fairly expensive. Fairly is like a little. Got it? It's fairly expensive. Es un poco. ¿Ah? Fuerte. Es un poco cara. Okay. Leave out fairly. Leave out fairly. Omit fairly. Loud. It's expensive. Translate. What is the difference with it's a little expensive and it's expensive? Is there a difference? Repeat, yes, there's difference. So people, when you talk about adjectives, you can use adverbs to modify the adjective. You change the adjective. Next, it's not very big. Translate. No están poniendo atención. ¿No escucho? No es muy grande. Okay, leave out very. It's not big. It's not big. It's different if you say it's not big and it's not very big. It's very different. ¿Quieres una cama o te traigo o mandamos a traer un sofá para que te sientes bien? Decime qué preferís. ¿Mm? ¿Sentate bien? Vamos, pues. Siguiente, arriba, vamos. It's a really nice place. It's a fairly expensive destination. It's not very big. Sorry, it's not a very big city. So the words, pay attention, the words that change an adjective, we have, repeat, fairly, somewhat. Fairly es a little. ¿Sí? Pongan su vocabulario que ya tienen ahorita de adjetivos. Fairly, a little, somewhat, algo, somewhat, algo. Pretty, ¿qué es pretty? ¿Ah? ¿Qué es pretty? ¿Bonita? Okay, pay attention. Repeat, she's pretty. Translate. Okay, when you use pretty, pay attention. When you use pretty next to an adjective, pretty before an adjective, pretty is a synonym of very. I hope you understand. For example, this computer is pretty expensive. Esa computadora es bien bonita y cara. No. Pretty expensive is very expensive. So pretty is a synonym of very. Got it? So translation of pretty? Muy. And what is very? Okay, in Spanish, the translation is the same. Pretty, muy. Very, muy. But pay attention. In English, when you say pretty, it's in this level. And when you say very, it's in this level. Got it? You understand? For example, 15,000 quetzales. Repeat, pretty expensive. 20,000 quetzales. Very expensive. Got it? 5,000 quetzales. A little expensive. Got it? Okay. Then you have really. What is really? ¿Ah? Realmente. What is extremely? Extremadamente. Muy bien. Let's stop in the word too, but pay attention. Notice the difference. Repeat. Pretty tall. Very tall. Really tall. Extremely tall. Got it? A little heavy. Heavy. Pretty heavy. Very heavy. Really heavy. Extremely heavy. Okay. 2 days ago, I was watching my TikTok about news. I watch news on my TikTok. And I saw news about extremely heavy men. Yeah. They had to hire I don't know how to say toe. Creo que es toe. Toe. Ahí te voy a decir que es toe. No, crane. I saw news about a extremely man, it's really heavy man that the police and the fire department had to hire a crane to move the man to the hospital. You understand what is a crane? ¿Sí? ¿Qué dije? Un hombre extremadamente gordo que la policía y el departamento de bomberos contrataron una grúa para moverlo y llevárselo al hospital. Imagínense, ¿qué será eso? ¿Very o extremely? Extremely, no. Te voy a explicar. Te puede ser extremely, pero póngame atención. When you say very, extremely, or really, it's a lot, but not negative. It can be negative, but it's not negative. I hope you understand. Yes? I'm going to give you an example. One day, okay, every day before the pandemic, every day before the pandemic, I used to work from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Just 1 hour for lunch. So I used to work from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. When I get back, when I got back home and when I got home, I used to eat my dinner with my children. I talk to my children and sometimes I watch TV. I was very tired. Repeat. Translate. I was very tired, but it was not negative because I talked to my children and I watched TV. Got it? People got it? Sometimes I was extremely tired, but it was not negative because I talked to my children and watched TV. But pay attention. One day, I drove to Guatemala City at 1 a.m. I drove all morning long in the Guatemala traffic. I stopped just 1 hour to eat lunch. I continued driving and doing my stuff, haciendo mandados, my issues, and I finished at 4 p.m. driving in Guatemala City, and I drove back to San Marcos. It was cloudy, raining, a lot of traffic on the road, and I came to San Marcos at 10 p.m. So I drove the whole day. I was too tired. Repeat, I was too tired. I didn't talk to my children and I didn't watch TV. I just came home and fall asleep. You notice what I did? You notice that I say I was too tired? Repeat, I was too tired. I was very tired. Okay, when you say very, it's a lot, but it's not negative. When you say too, is excessive. When you say too, is a lot, but negative. The translation of too is demasiado. Got it? ¿Qué dije entonces? I was too tired. ¿No escucho? Estaba demasiado cansado. ¿Qué fue lo que pasó? I didn't watch TV and I didn't talk to my children. So the word to, pay attention. If you use the word to before an adjective, you are saying that that adjective is excessive, it's negative. Tell me something that is excessive and is good. Tell me something that is excessive and is good. Drink water is bad. If you drink a lot of water, it's bad for your health. Love, teacher, is good. No. When love is excessive, is obsession. Money, no. Money in excessive becomes, I don't know the word in English, but becomes cuando hay mucho dinero y se torna en ambición, no, otra cosa. Bueno, se torna mal. So when you use to before an adjective, you are saying that that adjective is negative and it's excessive. Repeat, too expensive. Translate, demasiado cara. $40,000, $40,000. Too expensive. Got it? $20. Too cheap. ¿Captan o no? Too cheap, ¿qué es? Demasiado barato. Algo tiene para que me están dando $20. Too cheap. Entonces, cuando le ponen to, when you use to before an adjective, that adjective is negative and it's excessive. You understand? Repeat. New York is too noisy and is too crowded for me. Translate. Nueva York es demasiado ruidoso. Mucho ruido, mucho carro. There are a lot of cars, a lot of noise, and it's polluted. It has noise pollution. Every time of the day, you listen to police cars, etc. Sirens, creo que se dice sirenas de policías, etc. So it's too crowded. There's a lot of people, so it's too crowded. So you understand how to use two people? Yes? Okay, let's repeat. Let's repeat. Heavy. A little heavy. Heavy. Fairly or somewhat heavy. Pretty heavy. Very heavy. Extremely heavy. Too heavy. ¿Sí? Para que lo levanten a uno con grúa. Too heavy. Repeat. A little tall. Somewhat tall. Fairly tall. Tall. Pretty tall. Very tall. Really tall. Extremely tall. Too tall. I don't know if you have seen some pictures about people that are too tall, que son demasiados altos. No se pueden ni parar porque los huesos son, las rodillas y todo son muy débiles. O sea, estamos hablando de personas de 2,20 m, imagínense. Más altas que esa puerta todavía, no sé, más altas que esa viga. No hay dónde pararse, etcétera. ¿Me explico o no? Ok, the opposite. Short. Very, no, ¿qué sería? A little short. Fairly short. No. Very short. Really short. Extremely short. Too short. Got it? Okay, people. These are adverbs. Repeat, adverbs. Adverbs change the adjective. Okay, the definition is, repeat, adverbs modify adjectives. O sea, lo modifican, lo cambian. Got it? Got it? Okay. Is too delicious. It's good or bad? Good or bad? Bad, because two is negative, people. Yes? Okay, what is the translation of two? Huh? What about here? Repeat, the water is really clear too. Translate. ¿Qué es tú ahí? ¿Ah? ¿También o demasiado? También. I told you, when the word to is before an adjective, the adjective is excessive and negative. You understand? But this word is at the end of the sentence. You understand? This word is at the end of the sentence. When the word to is at the end of the sentence, the translation es también. Aquí dice, el agua es realmente clara también. Aquí no es demasiado. ¿Me explico o no? Jóvenes, repeat, it's not too far from the capital. Where is the word to? ¿Dónde está? Antes de far. Y far es lejos. Entonces es demasiado lejos. Está antes de un adjetivo demasiado negativo. Está al final también. Questions, people? No? Next week you have the test on unit 10. Okay, homework. Exercise A. Exercise 3A. Sí, ¿verdad? Lo hacen en su cuaderno. Repeat, conjunctions. Repeat, conjunctions. When you have a conjunction, okay, pay attention, we have 4 words for conjunctions. Repeat, and, but, or, so. Okay, conjunctions in these examples, conjunctions joins 2 sentences. Repeat, conjunctions. Repeat, conjunctions. Join. What is join? What is join? Unir, juntar. Repeat, conjunctions. Join 2 sentences. 2 parts. ¿Sí? Une 2 oraciones o 2 partes. Aquí estamos uniendo 2 oraciones. We are joining 2 sentences. It can be 3 or 4 or more parts, but conjunctions join sentences or parts. Pay attention here. Repeat, Los Angeles is a big city. And the weather is nice. People, we have 2 sentences here. What is the first sentence? What is the second sentence? Huh? When you use N, it's very easy. When you use N, the 2 sentences have the same idea. You understand? The 2 sentences have the same idea. Positive, positive, negative, negative. Yes? Yes? Okay. For example, the computer, repeat, the computer, no más. The computer is the first sentence. Repeat, the computer is good. Repeat, the computer is cheap. Positive ideas. Yes or no? N. Loud. The computer is good and the computer is cheap. Got it? People, got it? Okay. The word but. The word but introduces or join, repeat, but joins sentences of different ideas. It's opposite. They are different. Yeah? Repeat. Boston is a big city, but it's not too big. They are saying big, but not too big. So they are different ideas. Yes? Okay. Repeat. The computer is good, but it's expensive. Different ideas. Got it? Good, expensive. Affirmative, negative. Yeah? Repeat. San Marcos is beautiful, but boring. Beautiful, affirmative, boring, negative. You understand? So, but joins different ideas. Got it? What about or? Yeah, but what does it join? Options. Or joins options. Got it? People, got it? Repeat. The computer is good or is bad. Options. Yeah? Okay. You want a computer? Repeat. Do you want a computer? Or do you want a cell phone? Or joins options. Got it? People got it? What about so? No? What about so? Okay. Read. No, read no. Repeat. Or joins results. Got it? Repeat. I'm hungry. So I'm gonna eat. Got it? Okay. I practice during the year. Speak. I practice during the year. So I understand now. Yes or no? Okay. I didn't practice during the year. Loud. I didn't practice during the year. So I don't understand anything. Results. The word so introduces or joins results. Got it? Translation of so. Entonces o así que. ¿Sí? No practiqué durante no practiqué durante el año, entonces no entiendo ahora nada. No practiqué durante el año, así que no entiendo nada ahora. ¿Muy bien? People, it's okay? Yes? Okay, these are conjunctions. And conjunctions join sentences. The rule is that before the conjunction, you use a comma. Notice? Los Angeles is a big city, comma, N. Boston is a big city, comma, N. Got it? So the rule is before the conjunction, you use comma. That's it. Questions? Questions? Okay, we have another word. No sé por qué las pusieron aquí, porque estas sí no se llaman conjunciones. Estos se llaman transition words. Repeat, transition words. These words have different punctuation. Tienen puntuación diferente. Got it? Lo voy a explicar en español. Estas dos palabras, fuerte, though, however. Estas dos palabras tienen diferentes traducciones. Perdón, diferentes posiciones. En este libro las pusieron al final. Póngame atención. Estas palabras van siempre solo en la segunda oración. En la segunda oración. ¿Me explico o no? ¿Sí? Vaya, póngame atención. Estas palabras van en la segunda oración y van separadas con coma. Ejemplo, fuerte. It's a big city. It's not too big. Duh. Miren la posición. Al final de la segunda oración con coma. ¿Está claro o no? Muy bien. However, fuerte. It's a big city. It's not too big, however. Al final de la oración con coma. ¿Muy bien? Translation, agreguen las palabras. The word though es sin embargo. The word though es sin embargo. Y however también es sin embargo. ¿Vamos bien? Bien. La palabra however tiene otra posición. La palabra however tiene otra posición. The word however has another position. Listen. The word however can be at the beginning of the sentence. Coma. Pongan atención ustedes dos. Pongan atención. Lo más común es que however comience la segunda oración con coma. Es lo más común. Digámoslo. It's a big city. However, it's not too big. Eso es lo más común. ¿Está claro o no? ¿Sí? ¿Dudas? Y la traducción es lo mismo. Es una ciudad grande, sin embargo, no es tan grande. Y lo mismo de arriba. Ahora la palabra do, solo ahí va. Está hablando de however. Questions, people? ¿No? Ok. What did you learn today? What did you learn today? Adverbs. What is an adverb? Modifies, describes an adjective. Change the adjective. Good. What are the adverbs that you learned today? Fairly, somewhat, pretty, very, really, extremely, y to. Don't forget that the word to is negative when you use it with an adjective. The meaning is excessive. Yeah? Don't forget. And then you learn conjunctions. What are the conjunctions that you learned today? And, but, or, and so. What is so? What is so? Joint results. What is so? Joint results. What is or? Joint options. What is but? Joint different ideas. And what is and? Joint same ideas. Got it? You learn the word do. What is do? In Spanish, what is do? And what is however? Ah, va. Algo que no les dije. However y do unen ideas que son diferentes, como but, pero que no se esperan. No sé si me explico. ¿Cómo así? Yo fui a Nueva York y yo esperaba que fuera grande. Y cuando llegué, no era tan grande. O sea, diferente idea, pero que no se esperaba. Eso lo van a aprender más en avanzado. ¿Quién va a pasar al avanzado? Uy, solo los pocos, no importa. Los que pasen van a ir bien. Por último, ejercicio. Ya tenemos el 3A y 3B. Translation of exercise 2. Entonces tienen to, 3A, 3B. And don't, vocabulary. Tenemos 2A, o sea, el 2, el 3A y el 3B. Muy bien. Jóvenes, no se les olvide que ya terminamos el colegio. ¿Quiénes todavía están estudiando? Levanten la mano. ¿Sí? ¿Cuándo terminan? ¿Finales de octubre? ¿Sí? Vaya. Les recuerdo que el curso de reforzamiento comienza el 20, ¿qué dijimos? El 27 de octubre. O sea que tenemos 2 semanas todavía para recuperar fuerzas. ¿Estamos o no? Entonces, ¿qué otra cosa les iba a decir? No sé si ya se inscribieron, pero todavía tienen 2 semanas para inscribirse. La otra semana tienen examen unidad 10. Cuidado, porque les va a poner también verbos. ¿Sí? Y les va a poner los más difíciles. Nada de que work con ed. No, les va a poner sí, sin, find, found, todo lo que sea difícil. ¿Quedó claro o no? Y solo va a entrar presente perfecto. Preguntas, respuestas, el uso de yet, el uso de for, el uso de already. ¿Me expliqué o no? Muy bien. Take a shower.